Hello there. Right now this is a 200R size 18 hook, and today we're going to use that hook to tie a Midge emerger, typically found on tailwaters, waters like the San Juan. So what we're going to use a 6/0 thread. We're going to start tying that in about a third of the way down the shank. We'll leave it a little loose of the eye and then tie it down towards the tail. As soon as we get towards the end, we'll nip that thread off and then tie that little tag and get it tied down real nice and snug. Then we'll get our deer hair, and that's about the color you want to get in your deer hair. But you want to clip off just a small amount, probably about the width of a ballpoint pen. Not very much, as you can see. That's just a little bit of hair, and you want to measure it so that it's about halfway down the shaft. Don't even the tips up. You always want to leave it a little bit rough looking. So about halfway down the shaft, that's a good measurement there. That should work. And we're going to tie it in right where the thread stopped. And so that gets that down nice and snug. Get that all tied down, make it look good, and then right here at the very end, bring up the tips and just clip those right off. So bring those up and clip that right off. There's a little stray there, we'll get that guy. Tie those down, and we're going to wrap that thread back towards that shut tail. Make it look nice and smooth. That looks good. And then bring it back towards the eye, and on your last tie down, get it real consistent. You want to have some unevenness just so that it looks like a real bug body. Then get a peacock sword. Nothing too fluffy, almost flat. And you want to clip where it starts to get a little thicker, like I'm doing there. And then you want to just tie down this part of the feather. So we'll tie that down like that. Get a couple of wraps on it, and then go towards the eye, and then just take and wrap that down. And I like to go forward about 3 or 4 times, and then back over myself, and then back forward again. That really gives a nice buggy looking thorax that I can use, and it looks really buggy looking. Then the last thing we're going to do is take our foam, which is 1.5 millimeter closed cell foam. It has a nice sharp tip, and we're going to tie just the tip down. We want to keep that up on top of the hook. So there we go. And that looks good. You want to hold that snug, and you want that to be left on top, so that when you clip this foam, you can leave a nice sharp point on it. And what that point does is it sits in the surface film. Then you just tie this off, and like that. And that's it. And there's your fly. Hope that works.
Oh, yeah.